Finally. We've needed something like this for a long time now. Something that is for us, and something that is by us.
Can I unmute myself now?
Yeah.
So they would
What
have heard,
happened?
they would have heard my voice when the thing was on. Is that why you wanted me to mute myself?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It doesn't really work with like the steampunk vibe if you're just talking through it.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Okay.
What's up?
Hey, John,
Well,
Johnny muted. Hey,
I don't know about you guys, but that got me all sorts of jacked up. Like that,
Did-
that got me really excited.
Did it sound good? The sound quality changed for me. And I was sad.
I think that's just you.
Really?
Hey, it was fine for me. It was fine for me.
All right. Maybe
Well,
it's me.
Welcome, folks,
Welcome.
to another rendition of The Breakdown.
Taurus.
I'm sorry.
Somebody's first web call.
Yeah. It's funny. As good as the intro was, now we're just falling apart at the seam.
We can't get people's expectations up too high, right? We gotta keep them in check.
Oh man.
What's up, Peggy? Or Lauren? Change your name. Come on.
Yeah, Lauren, what is up with that? Please change it. everybody.
Oh, I know how you're watching it. Okay. Are we gonna get into it? We're gonna start talking about these or what?
Yeah. So, we can jump right into it, or we can. You guys want to talk about the national championship drama?
No, but
We can do that.
Timing.
We can do that after.
Let's not. Yeah, so we just got to jump right into the schedule that we're talking about. That's what we're here for, right?
Let's do it.
Right? Let's roll.
So, so we're changing things up this year. We added a date. We're doing 5 tournaments this year, regular season, and one championship. And we're doing some pretty awesome places.
Definitely a stacked schedule. If you didn't know, we're sticking to 1-day tournaments this year, except for the championship.
That's true. We did announce that we'd be doing 2-day events in 2023, but after, I think there were a lot of people that wanted it, but then after the championship, I think kind of we saw that maybe we're not there yet, to where a lot of people want the 2-day events. So we're gonna do 1 day again this year, and then the 2-day championship, and I think that'll we'll cross that bridge again at some point. I think down the line.
It's something that as we go, we experiment with certain things, but we can't, we try to do a little bit at a time so that we don't entirely disrupt things, but we are experimenting. We added an event this year, like we all said. And, I think it's good. There's a lot of good places on this schedule. Some places that were from our first season, some that are new to us. But I think the cool part about this is like St. Lawrence River in particular is one that we added this year. And that was one I think we heard the most requests for during the season and just talking with people. So just trying to listen to everybody, but also go back to some of the locations that we've had good turnouts and good events at. So it's a good schedule. I think it's the best one we've had so far. But
it's absolutely the
I
best
agree.
one.
Definitely. Ken, you want me to put it up?
Yeah, you can put it up. We can talk about it. Let's go down the list. So yeah, May 6th, we're going back to Cayuga Lake. That time of year, it's going to be on fire. And we just found out. So that is again, New York Kayak Bass Fishing. They do a lot of events. They do I think I counted 11 or something like that. So that's a conflict with them. They're also fishing. It's not really a conflict. They're fishing Cayuga Lake the same day. So it's going to be, again, a dual event. You can double dip if you want. Should make a big deal, to either group. That is the old schedule, John.
Is it? Oh,
Certainly is.
well, sorry.
So we'll get to it.
but that's a great way to bring it up, though, right?
But Cayuga Lake. It's going to be awesome. What was that? I can't remember the numbers. I did poorly in that one because I didn't get all the kind of pre-fishing in that I wanted. So I didn't know the bite. I spent too much time going shallow and stuff. But what was that? 90 plus, right? Won it. It'll be you'll need 90, high 90s to win, I think.
We'll have to ask Jake Angelis, I think.
No,
wait. Joe won it. Joe DeDeo won it.
Joe DeDeo won it.
No pre-fishing. Yeah, so there goes my pre-fishing excuse.
Forgot about that.
So we're going back to Cayuga Lake. I don't think anybody's going to have a problem with that. It should be pretty awesome. That time of year there is amazing. I just watched Greg Blanchard's. He's home, or he was doing some videos, and I've never seen Cayuga Lake late in the season, and I was amazed at how choked it was. So that is the wrong one.
Still the wrong one.
Well, all right. I pulled that from the drive. You're gonna have to pull it up, Ken.
What changed? Did I miss something?
Yeah, the championship's
We had to
been
move
pushed
along
back
some
a week.
dates.
The championship's pushed back a week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, that's fine. It's there. I'm seeing it. Refresh your screen, buddy. It's under the images folder.
Didn't Joe arrive the day before? Yes, he did.
Yeah,
and made us all look silly. So
yep. So, well, where are we at? Where'd that go, John? I'll pull it up on the screen.
Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties.
It's for most of us it's off season. Some of us still have a KFL championship to win.
Let me see if I can share my screen. Where'd that button go? Present. There we go.
Yeah, this would have been the easier route.
There it is.
Yeah, it is the correct one.
All right. So June 3rd. This one's going to be a little unique. We are going to Champlain, and this is not going to be. We're going to have more boundaries for this one. And I should have brought up the sheet.
Northern, right?
The boundaries.
Northeast.
Yeah. So basically, we're going to do the northeast section of Lake Champlain. So up by Missisquoi. I think it goes down to, is it Mallett's Bay?
Yep.
Maybe down there. It's basically the Vermont side, the northeast section. And then we're going to include include the gut will be in bounds, and one other section. But that's the area we're going to go this year or next year. Again, just because logistically that lake is it's too big. There's too few ways to get across it, and we want people kind of in the same general area so they can go to the award and all that stuff. So, but that section of the lake is pretty amazing. So,
and boundaries will be pretty black and white. So keep your eyes out for that.
Yep. This one, the next one, July 8th. This one's a little bit of an unknown. Connecticut River Moore Reservoir. That's up in northern New Hampshire. I've never fished it. I've heard good things about it. That's just in talking to people. We're trying to mix it up. We can't. I mean, we could go back to Winnipesaukee every year, but that's really kind of the only place that we can go in New Hampshire that has enough ramps and space for us. There's other bigger lakes up there like Squam, but they got 2 ramps.
Yeah, there's a lot of good fishing. It's just parking and access is the biggest issue. We'd all be launching from the same 2 launches.
Yeah, and I don't even think there's enough parking. We'd have to have a 30-person tournament, so yeah, we're very limited in some of the things that we can do in some of these states, Massachusetts, New Hampshire and stuff. So we're going to go north. We're going to try the Connecticut River up there. Again, I've heard it's good. Derek Brundle knows it well, or well enough to. He's one of the ones that we talked to about it, and he suggested it. So we don't know the exact boundaries yet, but it'll be, the more reservoirs in there. It'll probably be somewhat south of that, and then a bit of the river north of that. We haven't figured that out yet, but you'll be able to fish the river or the reservoir. Largemouth smallies. So should be good. I mean, we took a gamble on the Connecticut River in Massachusetts this year, and, a lot of people, even myself was kind of worried about it, but, it turned out well. I didn't do well, but some big numbers were put up, 80 inches and stuff like that. So that worked out. So we got to try.
I think a lot of people had fun there.
Yeah. I mean, we got to try some different things, we could keep going back to the same places, but, then we're going to be, we got a lot of New York lakes this year or next year, but, Maine, we're limited. New Hampshire, we're limited. Massachusetts. I mean, Rhode Island and Connecticut, there's basically nothing. Definitely nothing in Rhode Island. In Connecticut, you got Candlewood, and that's just a nightmare. We tried that, but that didn't really work out. So, yeah, so that's what we're going to try. We're going to try Connecticut River. That's kind of the gamble event this year. We hope people come out and give it a shot. But, yeah, we're looking forward to that one. And this is the big one, August 12th. Again, I know nothing about the St. Lawrence River. I only know, from what I've seen on YouTube, and I'm excited for this one. This is the one I'm looking forward to the most. We're going in August. It's going to, there's current there. That was our biggest concern. We're working with some people up there to get potentially, there will be boundaries, of course. Obviously you can't go into Canada. But we're working with some guides and some people that have a lot of knowledge of the river, just to make sure that any areas that are too dangerous or that could potentially be too dangerous, if maybe there's a little bit more flow than normal, that will make those areas off limits. But that will be, we'll announce that closer.
There's some good nooks and crannies.
Yeah, there's plenty of spaces that, places that you can get out of the current and all that stuff. And as a backup, I think if, say, there's just, crazy amounts of rain coming through and it just gets too dangerous, I think our backup plan is to hit the Lake Ontario, that Chaumont Bay and those other bays on that end, just south of where the St. Lawrence dumps into the river, or the dumps into the Lake Ontario, or is it? I don't know if Lake Ontario dumps into the river or what, but right there, there's some good fish in there too. So that'll be our backup plan. But hopefully we don't need it, and we can just fish the St. Lawrence, and we'll be catching PB smallies left and right. Because I don't know if you saw, did you guys see Polinick's video? He didn't do that well, but those aerial shots where he's just in the middle of nowhere and there's like 7-pound smallies just cruising. It's amazing. So, yeah, looking forward to that one. Any questions on any of that? North St. Lawrence or South? I don't know what that is.
I think it's gonna be north, right? But we don't even know yet.
North,
Well, I guess north would be in Canada, right? So we're gonna figure out the boundaries.
Ordnance, yeah. we'll have to get to the questions after. You guys look at them and call them out, and we'll try to answer them as best we can.
Yeah, that was just a statement. That wasn't even a question.
Oh, Champlain is 10 times more dangerous than St. Lawrence River. Yeah, it might be. I mean, if you've ever seen Champlain when it's blowing, it's scary. So yeah,
like
it very well might be. It might be. But I mean, I just know that the St. Lawrence has current, so we just have to be concerned about that, and we just, we'll make sure that it's not dangerous for anybody. So, what else?
Then back to Maine in September.
Yeah. So back to Maine, September 9th. We're gonna do that. We're once again gonna be headquartered at Snow Pond, so that'll be available to you guys. The thing about Maine is we can't get a permit yet. So they do this whole lottery thing that's going to be in early December. So we're set up for that, or we're actually not set up for that. Unfortunately, in the past, I guess our permits were not pulled under elite kayak fishing. So I have to register and all that stuff. So I'm waiting for stuff to come in the mail, and then we'll get on that and we'll do that lottery thing. So that's going to be our picks. We're going to try to get those lakes. If we can't, we'll pick something. We'll do what we can. There's like that Cabo Sacanti lake that's around it that I think will be big enough to hold us. So we'll do our best. But yeah, that's what we kind of want to do. We did this at was it the KBF Super Trail a couple years ago? We did Messalonskee and Great Pond.
Was it Great Pond or Long Pond?
I think it was Great Pond. Long Pond we would do again, but there was that whole drama with the Long Pond doesn't have milfoil and
right. Okay.
So Great Pond has milfoil, Messalonskee does, so there shouldn't be any issue. See you later, Torrance. He left.
Bye, Torrance.
I'm still here.
Oh, all right. But yeah, so hopefully we get Messalonskee and Great Pond. It should be crazy, especially everybody's going to have forward-facing sonar now. So I would anticipate some giant smallies being caught. And then next up is the championship, and that's going to be on Lake George. And now October 14th to 15th. It was Great Pond. Yep, got a little sporty day too. That's right. Yeah, Great Pond. It was a little windy, a little crazy.
It got crazy on both places.
Yeah,
that was nuts.
Yeah. So Lake George, October 14th to 15th. We were going to do the 7th and the 8th, but we had some schedules for some groups that we got earlier in the year. But I guess the groups in New York got together and they're going to do an invitational event this year, where all the 6 biggest groups in the state are going to send like their top 10 guys to fish an invitational tournament. So that was also on the 7th and 8th. So we made the decision to bump ours out a week because we're not going to be able to avoid all conflicts, obviously, with the local trails. But when there's all 6 of them in New York that are involved in this one event, we want to make sure that those guys don't get screwed over by us, being stubborn and saying we're not changing our date. So we bumped it out a week, and I checked around with some people, and the fishing's good. So could be tough, like always that time of year, but it's supposed to be good. So I don't know. I'm excited. I think it's a great schedule. Good call on Lake George changed. That's right. Yeah, I don't know. Anybody get any questions? We're changing things up this year. We got a lot of changes coming. We're trying to elevate the trail a little bit. But yeah, this is just the first of many announcements I think we'll have.
One comment, great schedule.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I mean, if you take out Connecticut River, I mean, these are all world class. And Connecticut River, like I said, there's a lot of unknowns there. But maybe it could be amazing. You know what I mean? So we don't know.
Facebook user asks, how many count towards AOI? Is it going to be the same as last season?
That's Matt Zapala. Yeah, I think we're going to do what did we have last year?
It was 3.
3, right? Yeah. So we do best 4.
Yeah, we're still working on that. We'll confirm it, but it'll probably adjust with the amount of events we have.
Yeah, probably be best 4.
Yeah. And then to top off on the big changes, there definitely are some big changes. Some have to do with rules. We're obviously learning of a lot of mistakes that are happening in other trails going on this year that we want to, at ECAF, nip in the bud, just to elevate this trail a little farther and keep everything
Mhm.
black and white, no gray areas. So there's no advantages or, could be under some of those, So definitely stay in the loop, guys, with everything that's going on.
Mhm.
We'll have another broadcast after we clear everything and then, get it in writing and stuff with the rules for sure.
Mhm. And you might see it with the production value or videos and such, but this is by far, and we're barely into. John and Ken really aren't into the off season, but this is probably the hardest we've worked so far when it comes to getting things ready for next year in advance. Like we're really, really kind of stepping it up in terms of just preparation and what have you. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes in terms of like our organization, in terms of just getting things established and a little bit more official, I guess, so to speak. I mean, I don't know. I'm beating around it. We're an LLC now. We're trying to get these things in place so that we become more legitimate and are more of a well-oiled machine. So there's just a lot going on that isn't entirely visible. So there's going to be like little bits of information and finalized details that come out throughout the winter that kind of just keep you excited for next season. So 2 motors, not the rule we were talking about, but never know.
Yeah, we're all, we've been doing this for a long time. I mean, I've been doing this. Well, I've been fishing kayaks tournament since 2007, KBF since 2015. So, we've been around a bit. We know kind of what works, what doesn't work. And there's a lot of reluctance in some of the more established trails to change things. And I think that we have an opportunity to make some changes that are for the better for the sport. So, but we'll get to that down the line. But there's some questions that we should answer. Matt Lee asked about the boundaries for the Connecticut River. We haven't established those yet. We're still looking at that. But we'll release that as soon as possible. I believe when we were looking at it before that we'd have some of the river and then the more reservoir in between, and then some of the river after. We just haven't set those hard boundaries yet, but that comes into the boundary thing comes into play with some of the other changes that we're making. So that we'll just have to hold off for a bit on that. What else here? Peggy, with the exception of New York, no double ups. We're not doing anything like that with KBF or anything like that this year. Every event will be a sole event, sole EKF event. We didn't like that last year. It's a good idea in theory, and in the past it's worked, but I didn't think it worked very well this year, especially Messalonsky. That was kind of it was fun, but that was a weird one. And we're trying to avoid the spawn this year. I don't know if we can. That's kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
We're trying to miss it. We're trying to hit pre-spawn and post-spawn because having that, everybody was sharing fish and sharing spots and just
it was
trading stuff. I mean, it was crazy.
Plus those
Literal-
fish stressed out too.
What's
for
that?
sure. Literal
We
trains on
really
fish.
stressed those fish out.
Yeah. And I mean, you could look at it that way too. Like it's just, it was bad and we're CPR, we're putting it right back. So, but yeah, it was silly. I mean, it was just silly hearing people out in the water, there's an 18 over here. What do you need? What's your smallest fish? It's just, it was
fish shopping at its finest.
Yeah. Unexpected, but lesson learned. So, let's see, Greg, 2 motors, live scope, and a 5 horsepower. Oh, okay. 2 motors. We're not going there yet. That's somebody's gonna do that.
That's what I was saying. That's not the rules we're talking about.
No. Somebody will do that. I don't really. We're not doing that one. Less transitionary, better.
Who said that? Who said team fishing? Who is that?
Who said
that? Bruce.
No, the team fishing is going to stay in the KFL.
Yeah.
We're gonna we're actually talking about a new Bruce gets a check every event rule, so he doesn't get upset. 34 miles up a river is mandatory, actually. So you'll be happy to know that, Mr. Morcone.
Yeah, Matt said on a typical year, June 3rd would definitely be pre-spawn perfect. Yeah, so that's what we're hoping for. Again, it all depends on the weather and stuff, and you just can't predict that. So we're trying to do the best we can. And I mean, if the spawn happened to be going on Champlain, it would be a little bit different than Messalonsky because Messalonsky is a lot smaller. So I don't think you'd have the same train of people rolling through this one spot to try to catch that 23-incher that somebody told them about, you know.
But then again, in the defense of Lake Champlain, that place is so big that you're going to have fish in pre-spawn and post. So it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's a good section of the lake. So, we'll get all that sorted out. We'll put we'll get the events up online real soon, and we'll put everything in there. But yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be awesome. What else? Anybody else? Any other questions? How to avoid on Champlain to spawn again?
Mhm.
Yeah. It's tough. It's definitely tough, Matt. But we'll do the best we can. We just want to avoid the kind of nonsense that went on at Messalonski. And nobody did anything wrong. I mean, nobody was breaking rules or anything like that. It just happened. That's how it worked out, and it was just weird.
Mhm.
It was really a strange event.
It's one of our favorite places to go, and we want to keep it that way, right? Like, and that's a pretty vulnerable time for the lake, and yeah, it was getting a little crazy, but
Yeah, a little bit, especially with 2 straight days of that crap.
yeah.
Or
we-
actually more, considering that we were out pre-fishing. I mean, there were some fish that I caught in pre-fishing that I caught, both days in the tournament because of the 2 trail events. I put some fish up both days. It's stupid.
I mean, the fish I was on weren't spawning, and they moved up like the middle of day 1, so the bite shut off, and I was wondering why. And then I started seeing everyone trolling the shore. I was like, oh.
John and I were catching spawning fish. We just didn't know because we were in the middle of the damn lake.
Mhm.
We had no idea. But when
north
no,
section of
second day.
Champlain, from Mallett's Bay all the way up to, would you say Missisquoi?
Yeah, I don't know if it's Mallett's Bay. It's going to be it's that whole it's Missisquoi down. It's that whole quadrant up there.
We'll be posting maps when we get the events up and stuff on Fishing Chaos, and we'll clarify it.
Let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
You gonna do it live?
Definitely happy with the feedback from you guys. For the most part, you guys seem to be happy with the schedule, which is ultimately what we wanted to do. So we're happy that you're happy.
Actually, yeah, let me share this real quick. This is not perfect. This is just the
Don't screenshot this and use it during the event.
yeah, this is just
an idea.
This is just the reciprocal license thing that you can find online. So it's basically going to be everything in red here. And then the gut, actually, I think that's included. Yeah, right here.
Mm-hmm.
So this stuff is technically, I think it's in, I can't remember, but yeah, I think that's actually it.
That's all good fishing too.
It is. You just can't go up here.
Best schedule, only missing one. What's the one we're missing, Justin?
I think he's only missing one.
Oh, he's only missing one. Got it.
Which
Okay.
is awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, excellent.
And you only need 4 for AOI.
That's right.
AOI. So
Yeah, that's all Vermont water, right? Yeah. It's just so the lake, like I said, the lake is so big, and with just the what's it, two bridges. It's like Chickamauga when we're going to go down there now. This next week, it's like two bridges crossing the lake, and the lake is enormous. So same thing with Champlain, with just with wanting the people to come out to the awards and support the other anglers and showcase their sponsors, and hang out and with our sponsors. Peggy comes up all the time, or Lauren comes up all the time from Three Bells, and she brings stuff. We want people there, and we want people to get some beer from Harpoon and all that stuff. So if somebody's fishing down in South Bay and we're up in Plattsburgh or farther north, or over in like Burlington or something like that, they're probably very unlikely to show up, unless they're in the money. So that's why we kind of cut the lakes off like that.
Matthews Apollo says, speaking of awards, I have a suggestion.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah.
All ears.
Can we actually get the people getting awards? You know what? That's on my list. I'm tired of people walking up, grabbing trophies, and not giving a speech, not talking about what they use, what they went through mentally. Oh yeah, everybody's gonna have to speech when they grab a check or a trophy.
Yeah.
We're definitely.
Yeah, we got a lot of plans this year for stuff like that, for media coverage, whether it's, local media, or our own. We're going to be doing a lot of videos. We're going to be doing,
That's a good point. Though,
angler spotlights, because that's been promised by, and I'm not going to throw any other trail on the bus. I'm not doing it for that reason, but that's been promised by, KBF for a long time now, and it's never happened. So we really want to do that. And again, it's like I know the inner workings of KBF, and they got so much stuff to do and so few people. What are you laughing
It's a
at?
playoff stash. It's a
John's
playoff
porn
stash.
stash.
John's porn stash.
But
So
anyway,
doesn't-
so we
It
Ken,
want
doesn't
to
come off until
yeah.
Well, you guys, you saw the interview I did with Nick at the end of the championship. I'm going to interview the winner at every event, and
Yeah, we
add
wanna
to
do that.
in the hunt.
Right, but I was just thinking we announced this at the championship event. For those of you who weren't there, we have I guess some more formal announcement, but also in addition. So you notice Torrance is here and John is here. John, they have both joined us in running EKF to help us bolster our social media presence, our promotional presence, but also really just like our I guess media presence, so that we can do things like angler spotlights. If you've noticed our video, that a schedule announcement, things like that, we've really stepped things up thanks to John and Torrance. And we're hoping to continue that, throughout the season. And that includes things like promoting our anglers and promoting our sponsors, but just just improving overall the EKF presence on the internet and beyond. So welcome to the two of them. They've already made a huge impact already. So thank you both.
Yeah, that's huge with me is promoting our Northeast anglers and putting them on the map, and not just the guys that are winning. I also want to do interviews just in general, people rigging up their kayaks and things like that, and add that as part of the In the Hunt, series. Just get to know people.
Wait, so it's not just guys who are winning. So that means you might even interview Bruce.
Yeah, yep.
But yeah, speaking of Bruce, so I posted on we posted on the group page. If you guys have any footage from our events, catching fish, hook sets, like anything cool that we could use in promo videos, stuff like that,
Make you famous.
hit us up. Yeah, hit us up.
Please,
Bruce sent me a few, of his cell phone videos that didn't.
It has to at least be in 1080.
Yeah.
No potato cam stuff.
No potato cam. Try not to have cell phone footage. Just reach out to any one of us, and we'll give you a link to a Google Drive folder.
Yeah. And
you could just drag and drop essentially the
Widescreen.
file that
Widescreen.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, cell phone footage, if it's landscape, that could work as well.
Yeah, we want to get you guys out there. We want to put you guys in promotional videos. Use that stuff with our sponsors and really, really showcase everybody that supports EKF.
Yeah,
that's the ultimate goal. Yeah.
I mean, I think you guys have realized that there's not a big presence in the Northeast next season for KBF. So we really want to push that. We want more people to fish. We want more people to know about what's going on with EKF, because we're not getting a lot of love from some of the other trails up in the Northeast, because they're all Southern trails. So that's all a part of this, and the whole package. So
yeah, should be good.
Absolutely. Do we want to do an update from the championship, Ken? The payout update. Do we want to cover that? We might as well.
Yeah, we can do that. So Jason was our money guy. What Adam and I kind of forgot is that we had been taking money out of the entry fees all year long for the championship, and setting it aside for the like I said, for the championship, for the payouts, to increase the payouts. So there was like $1,150 that we unexpectedly got when we got all the money that Jason had in the bank account. We opened a new account. So the champions, the top three from the championship, got a little bit of extra money unexpectedly. So it's pretty cool. Anything else to add to that?
I mean, I think one of the things that isn't changing this season, and ideally won't change ever, is our sort of dedication to transparency about what goes on, including our mistakes, our missteps, whatever things that go on during our events. On our first season, we had some disqualifications we had to make, and we're transparent about that. Our commitment to paying out as much money as possible and being as transparent as possible with our money and where your entry fee money goes is still the same. If you remember when we first announced this trail 2 years ago, I think it was something like 95% of the money that comes in goes out. And it's, I don't remember if it's 95 or 98, but it's somewhere in the high 90s, and it's still remaining the same. And so part of that discovery that Ken just described, we wanted to be sure to be transparent of and let you all know that we did pay out an additional, because we were collecting it to increase the payouts. Unfortunately, I'm not good with math and, things being what they are, but we made it right. And just wanted to let everybody know that. So
Yeah,
we're still committed to that.
I didn't even remember it, honestly, until I did when I did the payout, because I was from that salon for the win. What?
Ask Jake. I think he has it all.
Yeah. Yeah, when I did the because I drove up the morning of the Winnipesaukee event because my son had COVID, so I did the payout a post that Adam usually does, and then I was looking at the spreadsheet and I was looking at this this column that said, can't remember what it said, it was holdback or something like that, championship holdback or something. I was like, what is this? Because I had completely forgot about it. So that's kind of when we learned about it, and then when we got the money, then we like I said, we made it right. We paid everybody, so it was a good deal all around for the guys. No, I don't think they expected it. So,
Yeah, I think Nick got an extra almost $600, 500 and something.
Yeah,
and
he got
300 something, 200 something. It was the top three.
So good deal. But what else? Do you want to talk about? Maybe dropping a little the championship. What our goals are?
Yeah.
So, all right, there's no promises here. But
You
the
sure you
goal-
want to do this?
Yeah.
yeah,
do
yeah. All right. So this is
It puts some pressure on us. Yeah. Put some pressure
it.
on
We
us.
need that. We need that.
Hoover loves to talk about the carrot on the stick. So here's a carrot on the stick. we want to have a championship next year that is no entry fee, guaranteed payouts, not that's not reliant on entry fees from other events, anything like that. That's what we're shooting for. What are we aiming for? Top 50 qualify, or 50 people qualify, top 25 get paid out, right? That's what we're hoping for. That's the goal.
Yeah,
That's what we're working on.
that's what we're dreaming about.
No, we're working on it. We're
Yeah.
working
So
on it.
here's the thing, though. I do like the idea of a no entry fee championship.
We love the idea. We don't know that we can do it.
Do payouts to the top 25, but I think we could do it. I think
We can do it.
And maybe not the top 25 get paid, but maybe the top 10 get paid. Maybe 10th place gets $100, but I think we can do it. If I
can't believe you said this.
I know.
I'd love to walk away with $100. I got a check.
That's putting the pressure.
We're not printing checks for that.
No.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll draw one up on a whiteboard.
I think we can do it. That's the goal, anyway.
That was what we're trying for. So now everyone knows our goals and what we're working towards.
It's one of the goals. One of the goals.
Yeah,
we got a lot of things.
one of them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's only October, so we got some time to button these things up and make
for
this
everyone to
ship,
forget about it.
We got a year.
Yeah.
Here to make this happen. So
We're trying.
we can start collecting cans.
Mhm.
Do you want to mention the January thing or no?
Oh, the expo.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what
Yeah.
January thing?
So we're planning.
That's an easy one.
Yeah. We're planning to. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So we're planning to be at the New England Sports Expo or Fishing Expo. Is that what it's called? Fishing Expo in Boxborough. We're planning to have a booth there, and hopefully, and this is something we should be able to have in some way, shape, or form. But we're hoping to have some merch so that we can start rocking some EKF gear, whether it be T-shirts or whether the T-shirts are there or we're going to be open for pre-orders. We have some ideas in the works. We're just trying to get those done. We know we've been asked a couple of times for shirts or some type of merch, and previously we've only had stickers, so we're trying to get that out there. But we're gonna have a booth and hopefully pretty good presence at the expo.
We're gonna have some of our EKF pros doing seminars in hog trough demos.
Nope.
More on that later. What? What do you mean no?
No hog troughs, bro.
What are you talking about?
Catch boards.
He's
Catch
talking
boards,
about the trailer with fish.
The thing, the giant fish tank.
Is that called a hog trough? They gotta
That's
change
what
the
it's
name.
called. It's called a
No,
hog trough.
No, it's
I'm
not.
embarrassed.
Well,
change
you
the
know
name.
what?
It's called
I'll
the
have
tank.
Dan rename it to the slob trough. How about that?
The slob trough. There you go.
Yeah.
Kevin Dowie asked, "What our entry fees aren't going to change, right?"
Think so. I don't know.
More
We
on that
discussed-
later.
Yeah, we did. I don't know. I thought maybe increase it a little bit and get rid of the double down. You know.
Yeah, you should definitely get rid of the double down.
I mean,
We're
lot of
talking
people-
I've
about.
lost enough money to you on that damn double down, Ken.
Me?
Get rid of it. Yeah.
I didn't win that ever.
Yeah, Peter, we're going to do some hats. We'd love to do some hats, Peter.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do. I mean, we're still working on getting that set up, but come expo time, we will have something either available for order or available for purchase. We're not sure yet.
Yeah, we already got a hat. Nick Audi's got the first ever EKF hat.
The first
Nick-
piece of merch we have.
He's got the number one, the only version in the world.
Yeah,
Right.
Nick loves it. They said Nick loves it double down. It's not even. It's the Nick. It's called the Nick donation pool. Is what it's called.
I wish I won the damn double down.
Yeah,
I've
those
never
are
won.
nice. Yeah.
But if and speaking of that expo though, if anybody wants to, if anyone wants to come hang out at the booth, let us know. If it's something you want to hang out, kind of, talk to folks, help get folks interested, please let us know.
Sign autographs.
I mean, if people are asking for autographs, let's sign autographs. But if Ken and I will be working, both the Three Bells booth and our booth. So if anyone wants to come by and just hang out at our booth for a bit, we'd welcome that. Just let us know.
Yeah, if anybody wants to do seminars or anything like that, we can make that happen as well. We were going to have somebody that they had to back out, right? Torrance,
Who had to back out?
the person we were going to have do a seminar.
No.
Oh.
That's still up in the air.
Okay, all right. Never mind.
I'll know
TBD.
soon.
KVD,
Yeah.
what?
The expo's at Boxborough, Massachusetts, at the Regency.
Mhm.
It's really close to the Cabela's over there. So
Yeah, we'll share more when we know more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
first one of the year. It's usually packed.
It's in
right-
end of January. End of
Yeah.
January.
Yeah. Who's coming? They just announced somebody. Usually get some pretty big name anglers.
Big T Davis is coming.
Who?
Ishman Rowe's been there.
Seth Fighter.
That fighter,
Yep.
that was awesome, man.
Seth Fighter's been there.
Yeah, that's why I got the mustache. It's a fighter stash.
What was that voice you did?
MDJ's been there. They get a lot of good people there. 603 Bass is there every year now with Beast Coast. A lot of good anglers, a lot of good locals show up there.
Listen, Matt. If your wife loved you, your 1 year anniversary wouldn't matter. She'd let you fish.
She would know there's plenty more coming.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I
right.
fished for my 1 year anniversary, Matt, this
Yeah.
year, and let me tell you, it's not worth it.
What? No.
No, it is worth it.
That
Hold on,
is
Look, just tell her, hey, I promise to give you 60 more.
I'm just saying.
it's a good trade. 1 for 60. It's a good trade.
When my wife's birthday, it was her birthday weekend, and where were we? We were down in Indiana, right? Yeah, we were in Indiana in the KFL Conference Championship.
I will say, just plan ahead. I've traveled on my wife's birthday before. I think we're in Lake Murray a couple of years ago. It's like you just gotta set the tone early. Just kind of drop the hints,
Bring
so it's
beer.
not so much of a
Dave said-
surprise.
Yeah, Dave said bring beer. We'll bring some harpoon.
Harpoon stuff will be there for sure. They're joining us again this year, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm. Very excited for that. So if you enjoyed the beer at the awards, there's going to be more.
A little bit.
Yeah, Matt, I sure as hell got spanked when I got home. I did not actually. I did not receive a physical touch for quite some time.
Put the kids to bed. What's going on? There you go, Matt. Rent the waterfront place, and then fish outside of it the whole weekend for the whole event.
Yeah, this is the first year COVID hit. We had a Lake George event before it was canceled, and that's what I was gonna do. Is we're gonna make it like a family event. It's a great excuse, but yeah, didn't work out. So I can't tell you how it was gonna go.
Stop getting married in October.
We did that one off the last hurrah last year on
Yep.
Lake George around this time, and it was Jake won it. I think he had like 80, 84, 85 inches, something like that. So that'll be a 2-day event. So that'll be interesting. Should be fun.
I can't wait.
I was going to
I'm
make
excited.
these events that were once tough. I'm going to make them some lights out events, I think.
Mhm.
What's up, Neil?
No whips. Is that Bruce? No whips.
Yeah. Nobody
they're
read the description. Everybody's coming in as Facebook user. It's funny how you could tell who posted something, even though it says Facebook user. You could tell who posted it. But
I can tell it was Bruce. No whips because Bruce and I got whipped, and it's not all
David,
it's cracked
there's-
up to be.
David, there's not going to be a last hurrah this year. Sorry to say. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just
This is it.
didn't. Yeah, wasn't worked out. Didn't plan it out. Maybe next year it would definitely. Actually, it's going to be late next year. So
Yeah, I don't know. That was just something that we just did for fun.
for everybody that didn't go down to the national championship.
Yeah. There were a lot of people that weren't doing that year, so we just figured we'd try to throw something together because our season ended early September.
Yeah.
Same as this year, but yeah. So
Just make pretend that every event is a last hurrah.
There you go.
That's deep.
That is deep. Live every day like it's your last.
all right. Well, any more questions? We got anything else? Anybody? You guys?
Get us that footage. Let us
Yes.
know, and we'll drop you that Google Drive link. We need some stuff. We were digging for stuff. I was, going to YouTube and doing screen grabs of people fishing. So
Yeah, we
it's not the best quality stuff.
Include video footage of us, all of us. So we wanted to include other people. We got somewhere. Can you guess whose hands are there at the end? Anybody?
If anybody watched the whole thing,
Yeah.
Hands
part-
at the end.
That person will be back next year.
he's a celebrity. He's a star.
It's a star. Yeah. So
Torrance? Is it Torrance?
Yes. What?
Torrance will be back.
Torrance is the star.
Torrance, you getting rid of the blue sky? You going to a regular kayak next year?
Hell no.
I thought you talked about it.
Yeah, I fall in love with it every time I use it. I fall more and more
It's a
in love with
signature
it.
now. It's his
Let me tell
calling
you,
card.
that thing did so well for me at Champlain and that skinny water.
Yeah.
I
Listen,
love it.
we're gonna need you to do better hook sets, stronger, faster. Just make your hook sets are like.
What are you talking about?
We're gonna have to cut here. We're gonna have to cut.
If you see me do it slow, it's because I'm surprised. Like that one when I was on the branch, I didn't know I had the fish. I thought I got stuck on the branch. I'm like, oh shit, it's a fish.
I did a video with my buddy Dika a couple of years ago, and that's how he set the hook. We did I did a Dika cam, Ken cam, and we're doing I think it was our knockout series match. And when I was watching through it, I'm like, oh my god, this guy, every hook set, like even on the frog, he was just same thing, very slow, just start reeling.
He's on the frog.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was crazy.
Did you see that? Any chance?
How do people do this?
Yeah,
Did you see that question?
Sean asked, any chance there will be an attempt at a New Jersey lake again?
I'd like to go back to New Jersey. I mean,
We
Wall
tried.
and Power Pack was not that great.
Yeah, what did we try? That was the backup though. We tried Hop
We-
Tom.
Hop-
or
Hop
something.
it,
Hop it, Kong.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'd like to fish it. There is also, isn't the Delaware River run through there as well?
If anyone has ideas for New Jersey,
Yeah, we'd
Let-
love
let
to.
us
Go back.
know.
I mean, Wall and Powpack just didn't. It got. I mean, I launched south and didn't have a bite. It's like the one event besides the KBF events that I fished on Long Island where that river is cut in 3 sections. And you have to get out and move. So it's the only event I've ever actually gotten back into my car and went to another spot. And I went.
I agree. I agree with
I caught 2
Yeah,
fish
yeah.
and placed 10th.
Jeff Matava on this one. Pave it. Yeah, pave it.
Yeah.
I mean,
What? They did the KFL match. That who was there? It was Rhode Island and
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, right? Yeah.
I mean, everything that I've been told since
Wellham
fishing there
Pack
is
is
like
Jersey. That's right.
No,
yeah,
it's in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Right. Yeah, that was the backup. Oh, never mind.
We didn't fish Jersey, but Wallen Pack is also everyone I hear from is like that lake is good for 2 weeks a year and then pave it.
Oh, it was dreadful. I found this really cool cove with a bunch of humps and stuff, and then like around 10 a.m. is just like an armada of pontoon boats just coming down the lake.
Yeah.
It was insane, and like they just all went into these coves and hung out, like
Yeah.
7 of them tied off together. It was
I don't know why there's no wake signs there because no one listened to them.
Yeah.
Like I thought for sure that was going to be the day I saw a pontoon boat bite it. And
Yeah.
no such luck. But anyway,
Well,
Hopatown is an amazing lake.
all right. So I got confused because we switched that lake, but yeah, I don't know. I'd like to do Hoppet Kong. I've heard decent things about it. I mean, I just like it's again when we don't go to everybody wants to fish like these world-class fisheries, and I get it. Everybody loves to do that. I've said it before. It's a tournament, so if everybody's catching 13, 14, 15 inches, it kind of stinks. You know what I mean? But
It's also on the border of Northeast, right?
If you change your perspective a little bit and look at it like, okay, this is a tournament. The goal is to win. Hopefully people could see it a little differently and not just get all upset like, Hoppet Kong sucks. Whatever.
Well, we're trying to, I remember when we're scheduling that one also. We were trying to establish like what we were going to consider our Northeast boundaries for that first season, and that one was kind of like we weren't entirely sure. That's why but we also had the backup. And so I think, next season, maybe depending on how things go, we consider branching out and trying those things. But the driver for us for these events really comes down to numbers, and it's a hard reality. But we have to find these bodies of water that gives us the numbers that makes these tournaments like it lures people in, for lack of a better phrase. So. We try to take a chance on one or two each year. Last year was Connecticut River. This year is also Connecticut River, just a different part. So we are trying things. So we'll keep that in mind as we plan for GEAST 2024.
Yep.
How many regular season events are needed to qualify for the championship? You need a win, a top 5 finish.
Sure.
I believe it's this year it was top. We should know this. Why didn't we?
It's a win, a top 5 finish,
It's a
or
top 5 and a
Top 50.
50.
Oh, is it really top 50?
Top 50. Yeah.
I thought it was. Yeah.
Yes.
What's the AOI?
Huh?
Top 50.
Oh, top 50 AOI. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So this year will probably be. We haven't discussed it yet, but it'll probably be your best 4 events for AOI, and if you finish in the top 50, and
Man, it seems like these guys really want the Susky, huh?
they do. Everybody wants the Susky. Yeah, I'd love to go there. I mean, I've been there twice. Like, here's the problem: I've been there 2 damn times. The first
It's not
time,
about you, Ken.
no, shush. First time, the water was so high that I had to fish an eddy all day. Otherwise, I would have died. And with like 7 dudes. It was like me, Justin Lacasse, John DiCenzo. It was like insane. We were just fishing this one little eddy. We were catching fish. Anyway, so the second time I went back, I couldn't pre-fish. You were with me, John.
Mhm.
And we went back to that same spot. And it was the first year I was in fishing 6 feet of water. And that second time it was 6 inches of water. So that is the problem with the Susky. That place is insane. It can't make up its mind. If it went up a foot or 2, but 6 feet to 6 inches, that's crazy. And I didn't catch anything either. I've done terrible both times. Ken doing team. No. Yeah, we team fished terribly.
We suck at team fishing.
Team floated.
We
He
team
went one
dragged.
way, I went the other.
Yeah, we were all over the place, but it was terrible.
Are we wrapping the sucker up or what?
Any other-
Yeah, let's put
like
it to an end.
Hold on, we got a couple more. Anything
All right.
other than Oneida and Cayuga that are worth considering? I don't know. I've heard Seneca's really tough.
I've heard Canandaigua is good, but
The other ones are pretty small. I think Seneca is the bigger one. Seneca, Oneida. Is Cayuga Figure Link?
Mm-hmm.
It is, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think those are the three biggest. But we have options. I mean, KBF has been to Presque Isle if we ever wanted to expand out that far.
Yeah, we're not opposed. We're just
West Harbor was good. It was a little small. I think maybe a little too small. So you'd have to look at Sandusky Bay and stuff like that. So there are options. I like the idea of maybe trying that Lake Ontario. And I know some people had reached out to Hoover about what is the other one? Buffalo area. Is that Ontario or is that Erie? That end of Erie? I don't know. There's options. But this is what we got for this year. We got a great schedule. So any suggestions for 2024? We're open.
When's the
breakdown coming back? Oh man, you can blame this one on me. Yeah, this is it. This is just the beginning. Life got crazy, and just put it on the back burner. Got another kid came, and I just didn't have time for anything. I didn't fish a terrible amount, so I mean, hopefully there's 4 of us here. And hopefully at least 2 of us can run an episode either weekly or bi-weekly. But yeah, we definitely want to bring it back. We enjoy doing this. So it is back. Yeah. So we're bringing it back. You heard the man. You heard Big T.
The breakdown. Still think you need to use my image, but
no. Yeah, we've been going back and forth on a new logo. Try to rebrand it and stuff, and it's just. I got really annoyed because I really want to be good at like graphic design, but I'm not that great, so it just pisses me off. Like I'm all into it at first, and then I create something, and I'm like, oh, I need to put a fish back here, and it's like, how the frick do I do that? Like I can't figure it out. It's like, yeah, so it's bad. It's tough.
Hey, it's Adam. What's up, Adam?
Yeah, what's up, Adam? Yeah, so if anybody has any background in graphic design, make the breakdown a cool logo and shoot them our way. We'd love to use it.
And you have to have thick skin.
We got money.
Because you're dealing with Ken.
What? Oh yeah, we do. We have a little bit of money.
Ken, he notices things. He notices things I would never see, like the static screen. I'm like, how did he even see that?
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. My brain sucks. I notice all kinds of weird stuff.
Oh, somebody said the volunteer with rule amendments.
Yeah, Matt, I'm gonna.
There you go.
Yeah, I've already. Trust me. Every time we make any kind of announcement or change, I get Matt my. Did you think about this? And I'm like, God, no, I did not. Jesus. So, yeah, we will definitely. I will be sending you some stuff. That is for sure.
I'm very familiar with Illustrator. It's just.
Yeah, I'm not.
Also, I come up with Ken absolutely hates. So if it's something that somebody else makes, he won't be as harsh.
No,
yes, he will. Yes, he will.
Like nice, clean. We're talking about advertising, branding, all that stuff. Clean logos. Because based on what we do, like if it was some urban thing we're doing, then John loves these crazy that are like this. It looks like graffiti. And then he has like 5 different versions of it on one image. Yeah, that's the stuff John likes.
You guys are killing me.
We'll get there.
We need your help.
You should have been, and you probably were, but you should have been an editor because. You're excellent at seeing things. Yes,
I was for 12 years.
Yeah, man. When I write my next book, I'm throwing it to you.
Yeah.
I love my unicorn kayak.
It's a great kayak. All right,
but that's it.
We good?
Joe, you can start it from the beginning once we finish it up and shut it down.
We gotta go because I'm gonna pee my pants here.
I think you got to wait a couple minutes for it to like process or something like that. Just refresh it.
Yep. Does anybody have any more questions for Adam?
Oh, come on, you jerk.
Neil says Cabas. I think he said it Cobby because he probably doesn't know how to pronounce it.
Cobb.
Everyone knows what it is.
Going on the cobblestone.
Yeah, I heard it's amazing. So,
yeah.
Neil, is that where you've been posting fishes?
Oh my God. You guys are killing me. I gotta go.
You got diabetes.
All right.
Well, no, I just have to pee.
So Adam,
get out of here.
Oh God.
They're
Yeah,
not Crocs,
you guys,
Mike. They're Merrills.
If you guys have any other questions or anything, just post it in the chat. We'll answer them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of more surprises, lots of more stuff to reveal to you guys that we haven't revealed that we're talking about. It's going to be a really great season. I can't wait.
Yeah.
But all the hard work's going to be done right now.
Yeah,
So-
Thanks.
we're
Yeah.
definitely looking forward to bringing the best trail we could possibly bring you guys, and we're looking forward to your support. And yeah, we're excited.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for sharing this stuff and sharing your excitement. We appreciate it. And you'll be hearing more from us soon.
Absolutely.
Take care.
All right,
Good
Adam.
night.
See you guys.
All right, Adam. I'll talk to you soon. All right, man. All right, cool.
Hey, Adam.
Broadcast.
Yeah.
Adam, dude, what are you doing? I like your hat.
Leave it now.
Adam, where'd you get that hat?